Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is a little Miles solo adventure as Sydney and Sonia are off exploring Australia. After dropping the girls at the Christchurch airport, I headed up to the Hurunuri River mouth for the night. I had this whole beach area to myself to camp. I actually ran into a local guy who lived in a little cabin out there with his wife, and he invited me over to make whitebait patties, which are these little fish that they get turned into a little pancake almost, or a fritter. The next morning I did the Manuka Bay track, which is just a little walk in the area. I was the only one on it. Had a huge beach to myself and got to see little baby seals swimming. Then I headed up to Kaikoura to get some things replaced on the van. It was cool to see snow on the mountains, as we never saw that during the summer when we lived there. Basically just hung around saying hi to some old coworkers and old friends there. Had a nice sunrise as well. After that was all sorted, I headed up to the Abel Tasman National Park, a place I've always wanted to check out, and now I had the time. Stayed 2 nights at this parking lot trailhead. Checked out Hardwood's Hole, which is this huge hole that's in the ground that cavers will actually explore, and did some nice hikes in that area. I lucked out and had beautiful weather the whole time. The first day I hiked to Castle Rock, which gave me a panoramic view of the Abel Tasman area, down to the beaches and the Marlborough Sounds, and just native forest that was basically untouched by man, so it was really nice. This is all Marlborough Sounds area. After my 2 nights up in the mountains, I headed down to the coastal side of Abel Tasman. This was the beach where my campground was at, which was basically all to myself. These birds are called wekas. They are one of New Zealand's flightless birds, and they're very curious and pesky, and they were all over the campground. Oh, there he goes. Digging through my trash. Sir. Another nice sunrise. Now a little rain is blowing in, and I'm about to cross the estuary. Where am I going? Right over there. Pretty dang cool. Walking in the middle of this. And the sun came back out. Awaroa. So there's like a fancy lodge down there, actually. And a landing strip. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Back there is where I crossed. This is all from my first day where I did a long coastal walk. Another sunrise. The next day I did a big loop hike, which took me halfway through the hills with good views, and then halfway on beaches. Huge private golden sand beach. A whole bunch of shags over there. Yeah, pretty nice. Pretty nice. It's hard to believe it's the middle of winter here, as it's been so sunny, but not quite warm enough to swim. This is Separation Point. There is a lighthouse here and a bunch of wildlife. All the way around. Little sick spot campground here. How would you like the camp here? Not bad. So, 2, 1. Summertime! Woo! It's warm! Met up with a friend and jumped in the cold, cold water. We're here in the summer. It's an inside joke, okay? So this is where I spent the next night. This cool little lake that was up in the Kahurangi National Park. There were so many palm trees, which made it feel tropical. And the next day, I hiked up to the summit of Mount Stevens, which was really good panoramic views of all of Golden Bay and everything. I was the only one up there, which has kind of been the trend. Yeah, so that's that. Basically, just been doing a lot of hiking. But I have met some people along the way, and so it's not so lonely traveling by myself. It's crazy to think now I have less than 2 months in New Zealand before I go back to the US. So I'm just going to try to enjoy these last months the best I can. And it is kind of exciting to think about heading home and seeing family and friends again. But yeah, that's my update for now. Miles out.